Hey guys, it's Hudson from Hudson's Media, and today we're going to make I'm going to show you how to make this simple scene here. It's basically a text and some cubes. Yeah, some cubes saying it's H, I think. So or something like that. So let's get into it. So I'm going to make a new and go to render settings, and for output we're going to put the width to 1920, or for fast render settings we'll put 1280 by 720. So that's it for now. So we'll first make a cube, and this cube is what we'll draw the H for, as you saw. So as you can see, when you put an object, when you first select an object or create an object, it will be basically between the floor. I mean, not over, not under, but right there between. So first what we will do is put it above the floor so that we can work simply, not very high, and we'll scale it down. Just press T and scale it down. So after you scale it down, you will have to position it again. Make sure it's not over nor under the floor. I mean the altitude, I think. I don't know what it's called. So after you've done that, you'll zoom out by scrolling. You can see if I scroll. Okay, so after you've done that, you will want to create a light. So you'll have to position it right where it can light the whole cube. So we'll move it up, up, up very high. So after you've done that, we'll come back to the cube and make a fillet. This fillet will be 1.427 or something, or you can just put 1.5, simply like that. And now what you will want to do is materialize this thing. So you will have to buy the Grayscale Gorilla texture kit. It's not very expensive. So you go to Bredman's textures and go to the concrete. After you've taken the after you've created the material, you just put it on the cube. Now what you have to do is duplicate the cube. So to duplicate the cube, simply press Ctrl or Command C, then Ctrl or Command V, and now you've duplicated that cube. Now when you move it up, you can see it's moving only the duplicated one. Now we have two cubes. Now you will have to duplicate it again. It's overlapping. You have to make sure it's not overlapping, so that okay. So now what I'm going to do is duplicate all the three cubes. What I'm going to do is just click on the last cube and hold on Shift, then click on the last cube, on the first cube, I don't know, just if you just saw what I did, then Control C and Control V. Now I've copied and pasted the 3 cubes all together. So you see how this thing works. So now I'm going to duplicate the last cube and move it to the middle, like right there. Now, as you saw on the picture, the middle thing is a white reflected material, so we will create a new material and put some reflection on it, and on the texture tab press on the Fresnel. After you've done that, reduce the brightness a little bit and just drag it to override the material it was having. So after you've done that, I think you just have to, you're remaining with your text, like you're going to put, we go to more graph and more text, move it forward with the Z position, and rotate it 90 degrees on the Y position. It doesn't have to be very accurate, because it doesn't become accurate. Not that it doesn't, but you have to really focus. So after you've done that, you come to the more text, and you want to basically put your text. So I'll put mine. So after you've done that, the align, you put the align to middle, and for the font it's called the Goka logo type. So after you've done that, you press T and scale down the text and move it so it's in the middle. Scale it again. So now we've got what we need. So as you saw on the picture, it is blue, subtle, just blue, a blue texture with some reflection, I think. So we'll put a fillet cap that should be 1.5, no, or 1.043, as you saw. Then you'll do the same on the end, and now you'll create your material. Your material, as you said, it has to be blue, very blue. So after that, you go to the reflection tab and press it, and we'll put a Fresnel and reduce very much. Then after you've done that, you just drag your material to your text or anything you have put there. So after you've done that, you want to put a floor, and the floor, I think it was a grayish blue, so we'll make another material for that floor, grayish blue. Yeah, that's it, and it had a little bit of reflection, and just drag it to the thing. Now before everything, you have to check if everything is right. Like right now my text has been overlapped by the floor, so move it upwards a little bit, so until it's just above the floor. Then after all that, we basically have to go to the render settings, and under the effects tab you turn on global illumination and the ambient occlusion. Now you render your scene. Sorry, I have some flu. It takes a little bit long to render. You'll just wait for it till it finishes. And I'm actually using Cinema 4D R14.025 Studio. It's kind of the latest, not very latest, because it's November 9th 2013, and I think it's a 2013 software, so it's kind of latest. Now as you can see, it has finished rendering, and you can see what global illumination does is put these shadows you see under the text and the material, the objects we've put, and it pretty much does some great lighting, you can see, and some shadows, as you can see. So that's basically it for today, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tutorials. Thank you.